morning. How's the stitching on that? Roy's back from India, but what we got working on right now is a laptop bag. This is a template that we made in Mombasa. We actually made one sample that was really good in Mombasa, but we didn't have the materials, and then we had issues with labor, then went to crap in Mombasa. The flooding, politics, you name it. We got some time, we're limited on material. The leather isn't quite right, but it's for the first go, it'll work. So these are the cut components.
So I want you to go through one by one.
Yeah, look at everything.
And then we put it aside. That's almost $6 per kg.
For 1 kilo transport. Yeah, it's expensive.
If you were not given the money, I was totally stuck.
I think this is the leather I liked a lot. Yeah, that's very nice.
It came nicely, the two color.
Shoulder right size.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very nice bag. This is like the leather I very much like. In time, ours will be better.
The challenge. He has never given up about Kerith.
What do you think of it, Kerith? It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good bag. So this is the employee introduction. You're bringing them on board to support Ugandans. Yeah?
These are the students, fresh from Makerere University.
This is a new design we are working on. See the laptop bag? We're making trial just to see how we can do it. The bags from India came, so if you can't tell already, these bags are incredible. These are the bags that we made in India. We met with 2 manufacturers. The first one that we met with, we put them on an order to make these bags and then send us cut components so that we can also make bags here in the factory. What I want is a bag fully made in Uganda to support the people of Uganda. The workers, businesses. This is a product by Ugandans for Ugandans. So why do I have bags from India? Simply put, we cannot execute on the quality needed solely out of Uganda. I know I've gone into more detail in other vlogs, but the long and the short of it is, we have livestock here, we have cheap labor, everything in between we struggle with. For instance, finished leather, quality finished leather like this does not exist in East Africa. That is why we went to India, to do things there that we can't do here, so that we can focus on things here that we can do here. So this is what we had made. A drawstring bag, this crossbody bag, which we couldn't do at all because hardware like this just does not exist on this entire continent. We got this pouch, but there's this simple zipper you can't find in Africa. And then we have this bare leather tote. So this very bag, which a couple other companies out of Africa do, they're selling for $150. I've seen it for $180. That's because they're purely sourcing everything within Africa. I'm looking to retail this bag with Ugandan leather, made in Uganda at $100 or less. There is no company who can match us on the quality and price. This is awesome. I was hopeful with these bags, but this is great stuff. It's Ugandan leather. In fact, Roy's selling hides to India to make finished leather because again, they don't make finished leather here. So what we want to do is Roy's going to sell the hides to India. In India, they're going to finish tanning the leather. They're going to cut it. And then we're going to bring it back here to Uganda to finish it out in the factory. That's what Kerith's working on right now. Gave him one of these totes and the cut components. We're going to try to recreate the quality of this bag here in the factory. This really was the whole idea from the start. To have a product that's made in Africa, but with the support and materials from India or somewhere else that we can't source locally. Roughly 50% of the value addition is still going to Uganda. Uganda has the beginning of the value chain. Uganda, we finish it here, so it's at the end of the value chain. That middle step in the value chain is what we do in India. And that's how we have great products made in Uganda at incredible prices that no one, and I mean this, no one in Africa can match. I think this is vlog 49. Only now am I looking at, with my own eyes, an awesome product, a product I'm stoked on, a product that I want to sell, a product that I know you want. because just the quality speaks through, and I know the cost of it, and I know what you're willing to pay for something like this. Add to the fact it goes to the people here, it supports jobs here. It's a tangible representation of what can be done in Africa and the belief we want to have in the people here. And I'm not asking you to pay more for it because it's from Africa, because you feel bad for these people. No, you're gonna buy it because it's an awesome product, and it just happens to support people that you care about and want to support. That's just the cherry on top. But these products are freaking awesome, and I can't tell you how long I've been wanting to say something like that. This bag right here, I cannot wait to get it in the hands of people in America just to see the quality of it, feel it. Everything I want, everything you want. Like this bag here, as soon as I saw the leather in the factory, I mean, they had a whole stack of leather just like this. That's it, that's what I want. Initially, we are gonna do some value addition that takes place in India. And I always knew that was gonna be the case. And that's also part of the reason the model of venture is what it is. 100% of the profit, 100% gets invested back into business here. Do you want a product that's 100% made in here, all the value chain, all your money that you spend to buy these bags stays here in Uganda. But I knew that was never going to be fully the case from the start, just because we're so limited with the materials available and with the labor and the other logistics. If you watch the show Shark Tank,
tonight on Shark Tank,
they always ask about the margin. Basically, what does the product cost you? What do you sell it at?
What price point are you going to sell it at? What does it cost you to make?
For a consumer good product like this, typically your costs have to be 25%. Meaning your margin's 75%. That's essentially the cutoff of when the sharks go yay or nay. What that means is, for most companies, if they make the entire product in a single country, at best 25% of the value is going to that country. In a typical model, a product like this, if I fully make it here in Uganda, 25% of what you pay for goes here. But you want more of what you pay for to go here. That's not a very efficient thing. That's why I invest 100% of the profit back into business here, because you can put more of your money where you want it to go, into the people here in Uganda. That gives me the ability to invest the capital, the profit, into this factory so we can build the capacity and do things in Uganda that we can't right now. Just after 5 o'clock right now, laptop bag didn't quite come out as hoped. There's a lot of stuff we need to improve on, but even the materials, the leather, the buckles, I knew it wasn't gonna be good enough. So Kir's working on the tote bag with the cut components from India. Hopefully a good result. All this stitching is straight, very clean. This is angled. This looks level, but that's it. For the most part, this double stitch looks pretty good. The other big thing I've noticed, so all the edges around on the side. So yes, I think we can wrap up for today. And then tomorrow we go for another one. All right.